How about the private sector takes up this initiative and runs with it and shows the state government and the federal government that, look, it's very lucrative. We can work with you. We can partner with you. After all, we're trying to see as much as possible the government divest itself away from running business and leave it entirely to the private sector.
The private sector is doing a lot. Do you know how much it costs to set up a call center? Even just a 100-seat call center. And we have a couple of them in Nigeria which are being run by the private sector. You see, people are also afraid of policy somersault and all that. If government says, okay, you go and invest, if there's no legal institutionalized framework that is available, it means that that area that you have invested, you can wake up one morning and find out that you're no longer in business. That's why for a structure as big as a BPO village, there's an IT village, by the way, that is emerging in Abuja. It's an IT village, but of course with a huge outsourcing component. That's one. But I'm also saying that a state government can decide and do that.
Yes, because we have 36 states. So
yes.
if we have such call centers, and then such call centers employ as much as 1,000 or 2,000 or as much as even 150.
It really depends. It's just depending on what the people you support, you provide the number of people to support.
So that's just the state.
Yeah.
Then now the private sector decides to do its own, or maybe for what they needed at that particular time. For instance, like let's say Channels Television decides to set up a call center.
You should actually.
We will set up a call center to make sure that we get, news as it happens, news as it breaks, which is what we're known for. We're going to also take as much as 100 or 150 people off the streets maybe on a regular basis. So private individuals as well as government should begin to work together, and definitely I'm sure we'll see a reduction of major reduction in unemployment.
You don't need a call center. People should actually set up call centers. I run a training organization, a consulting firm. I can go there and buy 4 seats. You don't need a whole call center. You probably need 6 to 7 seats. You simply come in and buy the seats, put your staff there, they work for you. The owner of that business earns money. So
it's a win-win situation for everybody.
What is going on if anybody who gets money from somewhere, the next thing they do is to build a hotel. The hotel are almost going to outnumber the number of people who will stay there. But there are other lucrative areas like this one we're talking about. Go and build a massive call center with enough infrastructure. You will be shocked.
And such a call center should cater to security, telecommunications, financial services, the media, across board.
Yeah. So, for example, this e-payment thing of government and the rest of them, it's all outsourced to private sector. It is private sector that are providing all those e-payment platforms for all the government agencies. So there is really so much. The Association of Outsourcing Professionals is doing quite a lot in the area of capacity building, also trying to continue to push for government to identify what is in this area, to look at it and do something about it. And a strong collaboration is going on between AOPN and NIDA, the agency of government, a very strong collaboration, and I'm sure it will do quite a lot. But I think we still need some level of confirmation from the high quarters so that we can pay a lot more attention to it.
So in the short to medium term, let's look at, short to medium term. How soon do you think, because if AOP has been talking about it with NIDA and the rest of it, we should begin to see some reactions coming out. NIDA has come out with some policy, yes, but how quickly are we going to see that, take a hold on the economy, so to speak, in the short to medium term?
Another thing that NIDA is also trying to do, like in India, you have NASCOM. They're also trying to set up a mega association that comprises of all the areas that are under outsourcing to kind of provide some level of regulation. Because if you ask those who are outsourcing now, because there's no regulation, because there are no laws in place, anybody who loses his job picks up a briefcase and he becomes an outsourcing expert. So all that are things that regulation is also necessary to bring the quality that the industry requires. You are the professional, you go for a bid, you say, this is how much I'm charging, the man says no, another person walks in and charge half of what you charge, but the fact is at the end of the day, the quality will speak. So that is one thing that needs to be done. Then a lot of promotion. We also need to churn out a lot of talents. Churn out a lot of talents that are ready for the industry. So that we need to do, because it needs to come before most of the things. When we started the BPO training in Nigeria, first the kids will naturally ask you, if I finish, where am I going to work? So the question is, which one should come first? Is it the job or the people? But it is the people that attract the offshore outsourcing that you are looking for. So we need to do something about the people. Infrastructure is okay, at least for now. We will continue to.
We also have economic stability.
Economic stability. We need a legal framework that will help the industry to grow.
Mr. Madu, thank you so much for joining me on the program and sharing your thoughts with us on business process outsourcing and looking at Africa and Nigeria in particular as the next destination.
Thank you. And
congratulations on your award. We definitely will drink to that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you've been listening to Obiora Madu and I talking about business process outsourcing, looking at Africa and Nigeria in particular as the next destination. Of course, Obiora Madu is a Vice President, Association of Outsourcing Professionals of Nigeria, and he has made some very strong points as regards how all of this can be achieved. We must have the necessary structure put in place to ensure that this lucrative industry does not go to waste. Nigeria has a population of over 170 million and counting. And of that population, half of it is the youth. And just yesterday, we talked about youth unemployment. And so, yes, if this industry is given more attention, we definitely will see the number of unemployed youths in the country reduce. But that's the program for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you again soon. I'm Harriet Admini. Bye-bye.